Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Arena Gauntlet League match. Today will be match number 14 as you saw in the thumbnail of this Lorwyn Eclipsed Arena Gauntlet League. And we are running our first of two pools, the Lorwyn pool, as it is still week 3 here, which is the pool you see, or the deck you see on your screen right now that I built of that pool. We've got some red cards mainly splashed for removal since we're a bit lacking, and then a lot of black and green rares that'll really help us. Soul Immolation is the red rare, Selfless, Safe Right, Gloom Ripper, Bearer, Battler, Abigail, Grub. There's a lot of good stuff going on here. Figure of Fable over on the left as well helped us in our last match. Some really great rares that we're hoping can help bring us to victory with this pool. It hasn't been the greatest run with this pool just yet. We're doing relatively okay. Got to continue that streak here going into the end of this week. Heading into today's match, here is where the current standings stand. We are in 29th with a record of 8 and 5. We've got a very high opponent match win percentage helping us out in the tiebreaker against other 8 and 5s and down the road, which could come into play here. If you look on the left, we're chasing some 11 and 4s, a couple 10 and 5s on the week, and then some others who haven't yet finished the week here, 9 and 1, 2, and 9 and 3s there on the left as well. So we are working our way towards the top. There's roughly 230 members in this league, currently sitting at 29th playing early on here in week 3. And today's match is going to be against Chris Sinkwater, who has a record of 5 and 8 so far this league in 127th place, and is playing a Jeskai deck, and their Lorwyn pool has so far up to this match gone 3 and 5 between weeks 1 and week 3 here. Now when it comes to the lifetime AGL record, Sinkwater's got a lot of wins on me, 402 and 397, very, very close to that 500 win percentage, 50.31. Mine's over there just a bit above 55 with only 149 wins, but we're hot on his tails. Now this is actually our 4th match all time against each other, and Sinkwater does have the head-to-head matchup victory against me 2-1 so far, and looking to even it up at 2 and 2 today. Now when it comes to badges, I do have that one-time finalist and one additional top 16, and Sinkwater has been a league winner at one point in the past in Neon Dynasty. Was the league champion back then. So great player, and it's going to be another great battle again today. Lots of rares in his pool as well with 8 losses, so it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a tight one. We're going to see if we can continue a decent little streak here in week 3. See you in game 1. Starting on the draw here in this one with a mulligan, unfortunately. So we got to send that one back, and yeah, we'll keep and probably just, I don't know, this is kind of close, because if we play Druid, we can cycle the Zealot. I think I got to keep the Bearer in the event that I draw a Swamp. Elm can be played with Druid as well. I think I'm just going to cycle the Zealot here, keep the Safe Right, start with a Swamp, and then maybe we find a Swamp at some point. If we don't get the second Swamp here, I'll play Druid. I've already gotten run over completely by a Merfolk deck earlier this league, and I'm wondering if this is going to be the same. There's a Kin Binding, a Champion, Adept Water Shaper, Champions of the Shoal, Glendalendra, Sunderflock. There's a lot of blue and white rares here. Alright, well, what on earth could this be? This could be a lot of things. Riverguard's Reflexes +2/+2. I run away together. There's like 8 runaway togethers. Wild Unraveling. It could be Glamour Gifter as well. I can't risk losing access to my mana. It looks like it might have not been anything, but I just couldn't risk losing my mana here. I kind of have to keep it. Okay, no land. Don't hate that. So I guess I could just play a Eulogist. The Bearer means I can't do anything else, so let's just play a Eulogist. No instants in hand, notably. Figure of Fable into the yard, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Eulogist down, that's fine. I can Elm and Cinderstrike this thing. I still have Blightrot in hand, which is not bad. So let's play Elm. Getting Bearer down early is usually better, but the issue is it's like it completely like ruins what I can do with the rest of my turn by playing this early. Okay, they found a third land here. No plays though. Pretty decent draw. Now I can kind of hold up various things here. Do have an instant for potentially 3 mana. Could be Glenalendra, in which case I don't want to attack with this, except I could Blight Rot the Glenalendra. If they're just going to run it out, I don't think it... Yeah, it doesn't have... What's it called? Ward or anything. So if they run it out and try to block this, I can Blight Rot it and still cast Bitter Bloombearer here. I was going to say I could also Hexproof Indestructible, but that doesn't really do anything if they have a 2/3. So let's see if I can force their hand on the Bitter Bloombearer, or the Glenalendra here, and there it is. Go ahead and get rid of it. And then I might have been saying Bitter Bloombearer when I meant Glenalendra at some point during all that conversation, but I was thinking about Glenalendra the whole time. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell for this. That's kind of annoying now, considering it kind of blanks my flyers. But I'm gonna say could still attack. Don't really want to though. Let's get this thing out. Gloom Ripper. I can't do it all, unfortunately. This would give it -2/-2. This would not let me attack in, because this can only do 3. This can exile. I don't have a way to sacrifice this to get it into the yard. Doesn't really matter. It does count still. Nothing else in there counting as an elf, so Gloom Ripper doesn't currently kill anything. So I think I'm probably just going to hold up the safe right here. That also adds to my Gloom Ripper count. Yeah, more big reach creatures here. I don't know if I want to play this just to help Gloom Ripper get another count. I could play this now, play Gloom Ripper next turn, Lurker down. That's not horrible. I mean, it does kill the Lurker. I still don't have attacks here. It does let me attack with this. I have a 4/4 down. It opens up attacks with maybe a 1/1 on that. Alright, let's try to push a little bit here. And then do this, take down the Shore Lurker. So creature I control gets +3/+0. Let's do this one. And then -3. Attack here. Now we have an Elm that can take down smaller things. Still an army of flyers being made here. Okay, they'll trade with the 4/2. Got a lot of creatures. Hopefully there's no big bounce spell that I'm missing. Alright, what you gonna remove? The 4/4. Lots of mana still over there. Eclipsed Flamekin doesn't stop my flyers. Does dodge this well. Got another mountain, or a mountain. Opens up Ashling's Command. A couple of tweezes. There's a few things this could be now. Oh no, do they have a flash flyer? Yeah, that was dumb. I said it earlier too. I said it earlier, I should not have attacked with the bear. I even mentioned it, so that was a huge punt on my end, unfortunately. If these die, I might need this mountain. I don't think I have ways to rummage stuff. I guess I can keep it for now. Yeah, that was dumb attacking with the bear. Yep, there's the Glamour Gifter right there. I had mentioned it. Alright, see if we can recover. Still have 4 flyers. A lot of flash in their pool. Or instant speed stuff. Well, what else could it be now? Any more instant speed flyers that I can see? Not flyers. There is an Ashling's Command, though, like I mentioned. So I think I'm okay to attack over here. Champion of the Klaken. What does that do? It's not reach or anything. Alright, I think we're okay to attack here. I think Ashling's Command could, like, wipe our board of flyers here. I think that's probably what it is. There it is. Alright, back to even. And by even, I mean they're probably up now. So, Ashling's Command would have wiped our Bitterbloom Bear regardless, so that really wasn't as big of a punt as I kind of thought originally. We do have nice defenses set up, but we're kind of out of gas at this point. Omni Changeling getting an extra card, I guess. Oh, whiff, alright. Well, can the Figure of Fable go the distance here? Alright, let's try it. I think I'm gonna try Figure here. I mean, I could get the Bearer, but man, Figure of Fable is a one card win con here. They do have an instant of some kind. Mischievous Sneakling. Reckless Ransacking. No, it can't be that. They don't have white, or they don't have red. Reese the Evermore. None of this deals with Figure. So let's try it. Okay, no attacks in the turn. I could do it on their turn, potentially. Let's see if they've drawn an answer to it. They have to have it exactly right now, because on my turn I can make it a 7/8 protection. Because I've got the Druids to turn this into a 4/5 right now. That doesn't deal with it. Okay, now is there anything that can deal with it? 3 mana, only blue and white, instant speed. They could have Runaway together. What is Wild Unraveling? They don't have the mana for that. All I can see is Runaway together at this point. That can really mess with this. So let's give it a try. And I think I just have to go for it. I don't really have anything else going on, so... Alright, run away together or not? No, okay. Alright, figure, do your worst. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Runaway together in their pool. Okay, end the turn. Lots of flyers here. Keep note of that. 1 liminal hold. There's a kin binding. Okay, got the win there. 2 Spiral into Solitudes, 2 Blossom Binds, and a kin binding as well. So I think this is a pretty good matchup to bring in at least 1 changeling, if not 2. And potentially 2 Grasplings as well. Anything that cares about the graveyard too much. Let's see. Not really. There's 2 Meanders Guide, which are fine, but I don't think that's necessarily worth sideboarding for. What's not the greatest? They had so much instant speed things, so stuff like sorcery speed fight spells seem pretty bad. I think Cinderstrike is still efficient enough to warrant being in. Other sorcery speed stuff, Anti-Sentence, Bog Slither's Embrace, this can deal with their Merfolk. Random chunky creatures, probably not super great. This does have reach, so that's okay. Pummeler, pretty good. Luminalis gains life, blocks well. Eulogist is usually one of my first cuts here, so I might cut it. Informant against their like 1/1s actually seems like a little bit of a better cut. So mana situation, 47-33. It's roughly what I had before. I want to make sure I have a lot of mana for figure to get up to a 7/8, but Bitterbloom Bearer early as well. So I think this is fine. Let's give this a shot with some Artifact Enchantment Hate, as well as some more reach for their Merfolky flyer stuff. And let's go from there. Alright. We got a Wickermaw and a Reacher. The Wickermaw will have to do some work here, but if this dies, this is gonna be a big problem because I need that to survive, to have some mana. Alright, I'll take basically any land here. It's not a red land, but I think it's good enough. I'll just go ahead and play Grub. Don't get anything back, but it's just a creature on the board. No attacks. There's the Sneakling. Wouldn't be entirely opposed to just trading off Grub here. This Immolation is going to be really good at some point. Problem is, if I don't think they have an instant. if this Wickermaw dies, things are looking really bad for us here. So I would like it to not. Okay, they didn't have an instant, so I probably could have blocked the 2/2. In fact, I should have, but here we are. I can turn this into a color and make this 6 mana. That doesn't do anything. I can kill something. I think I'm just going to play a 3/4 blocker here. We're still another red source away from casting Immolation, but it's going to be real good if we get it. Oh no, never mind. Now I think we're just dead. Yeah, kin binding is going to be really rough here. So I can kill basically their whole board, but kin binding is just going to continue to do its stuff. So I can blight 3 onto this and wipe their board here. Conversely, I can play a Gloom Ripper and kill the duelist and then just like build out my board a little bit more, maybe make them play a couple more creatures and then Soul Immolation it down, but that means Wickermaw has to survive. There's a lot that could go wrong here. But Ripper taking down duelists seems okay. I mean, if they have like Marrow Sky Swimmer next turn, I have to do a lot of chumping. I'm going to try to wait one more turn to get it out of their hand, get something out of their hand. Let's see if it matters. Like, I'm worried about the triple Marrow Sky Swimmer at this point. Wanderbrine Preacher thing, 4/4. Take the 4. That way I can wipe it now this turn with Soul Immolation here. Blighting 2. And I think I put it here. I've learned this since week 1. So let's put 2 there. And then get rid of their board here. Send in. Still have 2 removal spells back for any problematic things that aren't just 1/1s. So that's pretty good. Alright, Soul Immolation. That's why we're still including this in the deck. It's a really good card. Alright, there's a 1/1. That's fine. Okay, we'll make this, I guess, white here. Make this very cheap, hold out Blightrot. And this should probably do it. Unless something crazy goes down. Liminal Hold, that's okay. Probably get rid of Pummeler here. Sure. I think we still have it with double removal spell here now. And that is enough to attack for lethal. Wow, Soul Immolation doing its dirty work. Wow, that deck is really good. That Merfolk Kinbinding deck, but we just drew the right cards in the right order there. Okay, and that win catapults us up pretty close to the left side of the leaderboard over there. We are sitting in 14th place right now. You can see the left side of the leaderboard kind of bleeding over into the right now. We're in 14th. Again, our opponent match win percentage helping us out a lot. If we can win this last match of the league of this week, we could potentially find ourselves up toward top 5. If we lose it, we'll fall a bit down toward 20th. Regardless of where we end up, I'm playing my matches relatively early on this week, which does mean that by the end of the week, I'll probably, even if I win it, I'll probably fall down into the 20s or even 30s potentially. So it's early enough, but we're doing okay. And if we can win this last one, we are exactly on pace for what we would need to do in the back half of the league to get that 20-10 coveted record to find the finalist spot. So another good win today. No comeback packs as we did win. That'll do it for this one, and I'll see you next time here at Daily Draft.